Yep. Okay, we're good.
All right, so I can call the meeting to order.
Yep.
I am calling the meeting to order. Morning, everybody. Hope everyone had a nice weekend. First thing on our agenda is to approve minutes of March 30th, 2020. Did everybody get a chance to read them? Any questions? And if there are no questions, can I get a motion?
So moved.
And can I get a second? No second?
I'll second. This is Joe Rizzo.
All right, Joe, thank you. Okay, Robin, we're all set with that, correct?
Yep.
The next item on our agenda is to review the RFP from Engel Metzger. Greg, do you want to mention anything on this, or anybody have questions? How would you like to handle that, Greg?
Yeah, again, I think everyone has a copy. I would just say, in terms of the proposal for this year, the fee is flat compared to last year. So there's no increase from the prior year. And it's basically a 3% increase over the next 4 years, which is fairly standard in the industry. Like I said, I think Mengel, there's not many firms in the area that have this expertise, right? There's a couple, 2 or 3 maybe, that would even be qualified. And I believe Mengel did a good job, and they certainly have my support, for this proposal for this year.
So my question, though, I do have, though, is I did see that they provided multiple years. Are we just approving this for 1 year, or are we approving for multiple years?
I believe multiple years, right, Rachel?
Okay.
Is Rachel on the call?
I am, yes, and it is, yes, multiple years. It is for multiple years, okay.
I think what.
And I was just gonna say, Lynn, I would just say, it's more work, right? Every year putting out an RFP for basically the same thing. So it was just, last year we did that to kind of see how it was gonna go. But again, in terms of, you certainly don't want to turn over auditors every year if they're doing a good job, and you certainly don't want to have them. You want to get that to commit to a fee schedule, which they have, and you don't want to, obviously have to do an RFP every year because it's work for the organization, it's work for the firm, and like I said, and I think we have a good position right here with Mengel.
Yeah, no, I completely agree.
Does our bylaws say that we have to shake it up periodically?
Honey, this is Rachel.
Yeah.
No, that's not covered in our bylaws. We do have a procurement policy that governs professional service procurement, and the audit firm itself will have a requirement that the lead partner on the audit rotate, Greg, every 4 years, 5 years?
Yeah, 5 years, I think.
So that will be the oversight and change, but it's not contained within our bylaws, it's within the audit firm regulations.
Okay.
This is Joe Rizzo. The question is that, and I was looking at it, looking at the summary here in RFP, and I see that relatively flat with a bit minor increase for inflation, that 3%. If there is anything, if we're committing to that, what is that 5-year period? Is there anything in here that for some, which we don't think will happen, they're a reputable firm, but there is something where they aren't performing, does this RFP lock us into keeping this firm through the 5 years, or there's some opportunity for resolution of issues, or where is any language in that document?
So this is Robin. What we've done in the past is, even though we issued the RFP for 4 years and they actually quoted 5 years, it's subject to annual board approval.
Perfect.
And Joe, the only other comment I would make to that is that a proposal is a proposal. We do get an engagement letter, i.e. contract with them, right? That basically says like, you know, if you don't perform and we don't perform, you know, there's outs on both sides.
Good. Just kind of double checking. That's kind of standard practice, but I wasn't able to read word for word here, but that's fine. And they're a reputable firm, obviously. So thanks.
All right, any other questions? Okay, could I have a motion then to approve moving forward with Mingo Metzger?
Motion to approve. This is Joe.
And can I have a second?
Second, I need.
Okay, so all in favor? Aye. And,
Aye.
okay, all right. Thank you all so very much. And now, next on the agenda, I guess, is the employee handbook update.
Thank you.
Rob,
So,
are you gonna do that one?
per our auditor's recommendations, we've updated the MCIDC employee handbook. We've worked with Paychecks HR to make sure that we are in compliance with New York State and federal regulations. Most policies will remain the same with some minor exceptions, which I will detail for you right now. We've instituted a new vacation request policy. Requests are digital now rather than via hard copy. There are 4 hours now provided annually for employees for cancer screening, which is in compliance with it mirrors a county policy. Our tuition and reimbursement has increased again to mirror Monroe County policy. Sick accrual is no longer limited to 200 hours, again, in alignment with county policy. And our 401k program will now be offered to MCIDC employees rather than a deferred compensation plan in order to make the benefits a little bit more strong. And that's all that we have for the updates. Are there any questions or does anybody want to discuss?
It sounds good to me.
This is Joe. I didn't hear quite. It was a little scratchy on your voicemail. What did you say about the 401k? What was being offered?
We are up until now, MCIDC employees have only been eligible for a deferred compensation plan, and so we're changing that to a 401k.
In addition to.
In addition to the deferred comp.
Okay, thank you.
There will be. That's tomorrow.
Sounds like all good changes.
Great, thank
Very
you.
good.
Okay, all right, thank you. Any other business that needs to be discussed while we're all still on the phone?
Does that need to be approved?
No action needed.
No action is needed at this time.
And if there is no other business that we need to discuss, very quick meeting, looks like 9 minutes. I would ask for a motion to adjourn. I can't pronounce that. Having a hard time today.
Sounded good.
That means we're gonna have to stay on the line here.
Sorry about that. Can I have a motion? I'm not gonna say it again.
Second. Joe again.
Wonderful.
Got it.
Okay. All right. So, thank you everybody for taking the time to meet, and I guess we will see everybody or listen to everybody tomorrow morning.